Hey you guys, so this is my first official vlog, and I know I've done a couple of Q&As, but I've never actually done a vlog. So this is gonna be a little interesting, and bear with me you guys. So I want to start off with this year just because I can't remember when was the last time I did one. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I could have looked it up and I don't know why I didn't before this, so oh well. So I started off the year, excuse me you guys, I have really bad heartburn. But I started off the year with my birthday. I went to California, so I spent a week there with my family, and I kept it very low key. And a lot of it had to do with the fact that I was in the process of getting my house. And as many of you know, you definitely have to stay on top of your finances leading up to the day of your closing and getting all the approvals. And I swear it was hilarious, just the way that I felt, because it was like, hey, you have a pre-approval. Hey, you got a this kind of approval. Hey, now you're at this kind of approval. I'm like, when is the final approval? Like, somebody tell me. And it was a little stressful, but definitely was crazy going through that whole process. But it was also so effortlessly because there's only so much you can control, really. So it's just kind of going with the flow, because in honesty, like I'm telling you, you can't really control too much. And especially the way that I was going about it, I definitely was just having to go with the flow. And at the end of it all, it was just such an easy process. Like, when I really thought about it, I'm like, oh, I was kind of stressing over nothing. And so I was super excited. And we moved into our new home in February. I believe it was the 1st of February. Can't remember exactly, but yeah, it was literally the beginning week of February, and I was just like, oh my gosh, so excited, and definitely something new. And yeah, it was so great. My brother actually came up here, and it was the first time he ever had come up here. Him and his family came up, and I was super excited because, like I said, they haven't been able to come up. So they came up, they helped me move, and then I felt super bad because I wasn't really able to like take them out and to really enjoy, Reno a little bit more like I would have liked. But I know we definitely had some fun, and like I said, we at least got everything moved in here, because I was like, I don't care if I'm living out of boxes to start off with, I just need everything here. So I was excited to do that. And yeah, it's been a month already, and it's a little interesting, right? All the stuff you find out, like, oh, now I got to pay for this, and oh, this is how much this costs and stuff like that. Which honestly, some of the stuff definitely is, there are some things that are cheaper in a home and there's some things that are more expensive. But it just kind of balances out. It definitely still balances out. Yes, I know that, getting a home, some of the finances do fall a little bit more onto me, but I also was lucky enough to get a new built. So with it comes all these kinds of warranties and coverage and stuff like that. So I definitely am covered for at least a good chunk of the time that I am planning to be here, because yes, you guys, this is not my forever home, but I am covered for a good chunk of the time, and I'm super excited about that. So yeah, you guys, I think that's pretty much what has been going on when it comes to like that part of it. When it comes to my kids, I mean, we've been doing great. They have their usual school things, we're getting along good. The kids are excited to have their own rooms, which my son already did technically, but my daughter finally got hers. But I'm gonna be very honest with you, she still is scared to sleep in there. So she still sleeps in my room, and that's fine. It gives me a little bit of time to really fix her room up. And I mentioned in a couple of my like videos that, I was like, oh, why am I stressing so much when in honesty she's not even sleeping in there? And I'm really taking it like that because I'm focusing on kind of fixing everything else. And then I will get to her room. And it's not like I'm forcing her to stay in there. That's really just her. She will not sleep in there. So again, just take advantage of it, and then I'll be the tough parent that says you need to sleep in your room. So we'll be good. And then when it comes to work, you guys, so I am in such a frustrated mode with work. So, and it's crazy because one of my friends, if you're watching this, definitely kind of helped me process what I was feeling, because right after I got the house, I got so like, I'm over this, like with my job. And I kind of told her, I was like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. I should be happy with the house, you know, like this and that. But I'm also kind of not feeling happy. And a lot of it was coming from work. And, you know, she kind of helped me in like even asking me some questions about like, hey, you know, would you be happy if you got the promotion you're looking for? And, you know, what would change or anything like that. And she made me really think that maybe the department that I'm in is not the department I want to stay in. I know, you guys, I know. And I think that's been one of the hardest things to admit, because it's not that I don't want that end goal, because trust me, you guys, I still have that end goal of being the VP at the end. But I'm honestly thinking, instead of like, you know, being here and waiting to move up here, am I able to like go here and kind of like move up here, do something here, and then come back to this end goal still somehow? That's what I'm looking for. And yeah, and it's not that I'm not happy with it. Trust me, I've been doing it for 12 years, not the same position, but at least the same type of work. And once I get past this level, going into another level, I'm definitely going to be doing the work, but in a different way. And I think maybe that's what I'm looking for when it comes to change. But when it comes to the way that I'm doing it now, I definitely need something. I need something to change. I definitely do. And it's not just my title, because yes, my title is very much important and it does need to change. If anybody, especially my boss, is watching this, my title needs to change. Just kidding. But it does need to change. But I felt like, oh my gosh, I felt a little lost. And so then I started exploring different avenues. And I know I've been, you know, kind of hinting it on my videos where I said, hey, I'm taking a data analytics class. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, because I started exploring a little bit some of the engineering. I am exploring a little bit of IT. I'm looking at even like ops. I am looking at a lot of things. I'm even, you know, what if what if this isn't my calling? Trust me, I felt so lost. And which is very hard for me to admit, because I feel like when it comes to work, it's always been like, you know, I just radiate inventory, everything, you know, everything is that's my life, that's what I work with, and it's me. So it definitely was a little hard to admit that, even to myself. And so that's what I've been feeling. I've been thinking about all these things. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I still don't know 100% where this is going. I do know that I've had a couple different things presented to me, which I'm not gonna talk about for obvious reasons. But I've definitely have been thinking about it. I've been exploring it, and we'll see where it takes me from there, or which one I start feeling is the right path. But just like I mentioned on my videos, I'm also having like that little boost of confidence, because like I almost see myself in all these different paths, right? I'm like, oh, you know, what about this, and this? And every person that I've met, you know, that like, not every person, but like I've met certain people from different avenues, from different departments that I've thought about going into, and they all think I'm great, they all think I'm amazing. So I've had that little confidence boost of like, yes. And that's the hard part, you guys, because I can see myself in all of them. So I'm like, which one do I choose, you know? So I'm really trying to pay attention to my signs right now, pay attention to everything, because I don't know. But I don't feel lost anymore. At least my view on it has changed a little bit. I feel like now I'm looking at it as in like, okay, you know, I'm more determined on kind of giving myself that space and that feeling of trying to see what flows better with me than I am, you know, being so like frustrated and what if this way, what if that way, and you know, the whole world's gonna like fall apart. So I think that's where I've been at lately, is I'm just trying to go with the flow and see what comes out of that. And I think that's pretty much it, you guys. I don't know what else to put on these type of videos. I'm actually thinking about like kind of recording throughout the week and putting all that together and turning it into my vlog, which I will do. I just need to start working on it. But for this one, definitely, yeah, that's just a quick overview of the month or the year so far. And I also don't know how often I'm going to put these out. So, as always, you guys, let me know what you guys think, or if you guys want to know anything specific. And yeah, you guys, that's it. I hope everybody has a great week, and I hope you guys enjoyed this little vlog. So, bye-bye.